Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor. Welcome back to another Almost Too Old for This channel, where I react to Jesse Cox's Too Old for This channel, where he reacts to content for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Today, we got Mogging, Maxing Madness, Too Old for Streamer Slang. Wait, Too Old for Streamer Slang? I am a streamer. Oh, maybe I'll know some of this. Alright, here we go.
Alright, we're doing this again, and this time, I figured we'd do something for me. Usually I'm taking your requests and checking out stuff you want me to see, but this time's a Jesse episode. Because over the weekend, I was posting on social media, promoting all my stuff, trying not to spend any longer on those sites than I had to.
Yo, I bet he was promoting the new Cox and Crendor buildables. I got them right here, look at this. Cox and Crendor buildables, link in the description. Go look at that. You like build, they're like, you build them. I dropped it. Anyway, continue.
A post that I realized I didn't know what it said. I had no clue what any of it meant.
A reoccurring theme.
I figured it falls under the purview of this channel, and so today we're taking the time for me to translate this tweet. Because holy crap, I am
Patreon.com/Crendor.
Too old for this.
YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. Also link in the description. We just recorded maybe the longest Cox and Crendor episode I think we've ever done. It was like nearly 2 hours. So go listen to us rant about absolutely nothing.
But by God, I'm going to get some answers.
All right, let's see. Let's see what these streamers are saying in streamer land.
Okay, so the tweet is this. It's from @GotClipped, which I guess is a streamer follower person who takes clips online and then posts them to Twitter to make money, because that's what people be doing.
Yep.
And it reads thusly. 6'5" Australian Terra Chad, androgenic, has flown to US and bone smashed maxed in order to hunt down the ASU frat leader and engage in a Mog-off to avenge clavicular after a brutal frame Mog incident that took place last week. What?
I mean, is Mog like transmog? Like, wow? That's as close as I'm getting.
What the shit does that say?
And I take it
So
Parachad just means like a super Chad guy or something. Those are the only ones I put together from there, so let's see if I'm right.
Break it down. I'm going to figure this out.
Very good.
6'5", Australian Terra Chad. I'm going to assume, one, the man on the screen is 6'5", Australian, and not just a Giga Chad, but a Terra Chad.
Yeah, Terra Chad.
Which to me means he is way more than like a Giga Chad. You know,
it's like a gigabyte and then a terabyte, right? Like you've ascended. You've ascended in byte level.
Like computer, like gigabit and terabit and that. Like he's huge. Massively more. From like, instead of a billionaire, he's like a trillionaire Chad. You know what I mean? Like exponentially more. I get that. I assume that's what that is. But what does the Urban Dictionary say? The Urban Dictionary says, Terra Chad, a handsome, rich, and confident man who is 1,000 times more alpha than a Giga Chad.
All right, so yeah, we were right.
Yikes. The example they use is Jason Momoa is tall and handsome, a super rich actor, and internationally famous. He is a true Terra Chad, unlike some other celebrities who are mere Giga Chads. Cool. Glad I know that information. Is Jason Momoa a Chad?
His name is Jason, not Chad.
He seems like a pretty chill dude, but can you be chill and a Chad?
Yep.
I feel like Chad requires a lot of work. Like a lot of performative bullshit. And I feel like Jason Momoa just wants to drink a beer and like be goofy with his friends. Is that Chad-like behavior? Damn it, now I'm making me look up literal just normal Chad. The
None
first
of this
thing
is
that pops
helping.
up is a Chad is the region between the balls and the arsehole.
What?
What? Every Chad definition on here is like dirty. Most of them are about butts. So basically it is leet speak, but for the 2020s, right? So this guy, it's saying 6'5", Australian, very attractive, super, which by the way, it does seem weird to me that people who want to be alpha would call someone else more alpha. Seems weird. Doesn't seem a little like beta to be like, damn, that's 6'5" Terra Chad. Why would you say that?
Well, I mean, the guy saying it probably isn't a Chad. All right, the guy saying it is putting clips of streamers online to make money. If anything, he probably is a beta. What employed normal persons out there putting clips of streamers online on Twitter? You know. Carry on.
Now you seem a little beta, bro. So dumb. Anyway, Androgenic, that's a person. Androgenic is a Kick streamer who posted videos like...
Already, Kick streamer? That's... Oh, boy.
Mogging in Soul? I think that says Soul, or Soy 6. What the shit? Okay.
You ready to,
So it's really just buff white man goes to Asian country to try and pick up women who are trying to also pick up foreigners to make money off them. But also this guy's trying to pick up women to seem really cool and Chad-like, right? That's kind of what we're at this point of the stream video.
What's up, boys?
All the crazy shit in the background is significantly more interesting than anything.
Also, yeah, this guy's got like
doing.
Maleficent horns
old
on.
Man going off with, I assume, his...
Yeah, the old man's just like, finally, I'm getting taken to the bank. This man is getting milk for all he's worth. I'm going to tell you right now, both financially and probably in other ways.
His date for the night. We got like this weird dude in the background. I don't know what
Yeah, I
that's
don't know what
about.
the
I
hell's
guess he's
going on there.
Maleficent. I don't know what's going on there. And then there's people in the street. So sure, man, there's things to see, and it's absolutely as cringe as I thought it was gonna be. But we're now almost a minute in. Nothing has happened. I was about to look and see like what else he does, but I don't care. Okay, so he flew to the U.S. and bone smash maxed in order to hunt down the ASU frat leader. What is bone smash maxing? Well, it's definitely a phrase people be using. Bone smashing, according to Urban Dictionary, is the art of manipulating one's face's bone structure with tools such as a hammer to create a more defined jaw. It's
What? Huh? I know about maxing, like look maxing. I've heard that before. This shit sounds insane.
an
Bone
art
smashing?
reserved only of the elite looks maxers. Looks maxing, I assume, well, we'll just click it and see what it says. The process of making yourself look better, commonly used by incels.
Oh, well.
Urban Dictionary out here just roasting today. It definitely has the vibe. If you go back to that tweet.
Because
the clip
maxing is
they
just like you're
use,
maxing out your
like,
stats
I
and
get
something,
it.
right?
He is actively trying to be like the best physical specimen he can be. But so far, it's all looks. It doesn't appear like there's anything going on under the hood. But
I mean, to me, he's just like buff. Like he looks kind of like
far.
he looks. I don't know. He just looks kind of like frightened out here. Like you would think a Giga Chad guy or Terra Chad would be like, yeah, just like walking around like I don't give a shit. He's just kind of like, chat. What are we thinking, chat? Like, it's the most like modern streamer shit that I've ever seen.
It's all looks. It doesn't appear like there's anything going on under the hood. But also, a man looks like he's got night elf makeup on.
That's what I
Go play
thought.
World of Warcraft. Who got
He
that,
does look like a night elf. Well, not like a night elf, but he's got the night elf makeup.
So he flew to the U.S., got his face worked on, and now he's going to go hunt down the ASU frat leader and engage in a Mog-off. What the hell is a Mog-off? At least I should know what a Mog is. Besides a fun Final Fantasy critter.
It's got to be transmog, right?
What the?
Welcome to our Moogle Emporium.
The only Mog-off is my boy from Final Fantasy VI. He saves the day, helps Terra escape. Anyway, so on Reddit 2 years ago, Mog just means you're so attractive that when you're around others, you make them look significantly less attractive. Interesting that attractiveness is equated with being an alpha. It says a lot about the perceptions of these young men and what they think because they're all really focused on getting a woman's attention. There's
I mean, you could say this for the history of mankind. People are obsessed with the way they look in order to gain the approval of others and mates and friends and just, you know, literally any sort of approval, I guess.
all these videos and stuff online of dudes who are like, this is the reason why you're not getting any. All women want the hottest guy and they don't want you.
But I just read body fat must be controlled. That is, I could not laugh. It's like body fat's just running around like on the loose. Like, body, just calm down. Get the whip. You got to control your body fat. Don't let it go crazy. It's going wild out here. And if you don't have the V-taper, just pack it up. You know? If you can't whip your body fat into shape and you got no V-taper on your aesthetic physique, just go home, man. Just wrap it up.
And so everyone's like, in this case, this community of absolute losers are like, become as attractive as humanly possible, even if it means changing your whole...
It's just this, like, this combo of these two dudes walking is, like, genuinely insane. This is the most crazy shit. This is the most modern day, like, somebody looks at this and they're just like, what the hell? What's going on? Like, what? Okay.
Look by bashing your jaw in or whatever, and that will make you able to mog other men and then become a Terra Chad so that you can get all the girls. But just watching this guy's video,
yeah, everyone else is looking at them just like, what the hell are these people doing?
Him in Seoul or Soy, he's just standing there looking like the biggest goober while that old man was about to go get laid. All right, man. Okay.
Yeah, even then, dude, I think this is the best part. Is like he's standing here on his phone like, chat, what are we doing? Like, of course these women are just trying to make money out here, right? But the fact that she's like, ooh, muscles, anyway, get out of the way. I'm going with this old man. And he's like on his phone like, I'm a Terra Chad.
Man was about to go get
and
laid.
he's just like,
all right, man. Okay. So anyway, there's
Holy
an
shit.
ASU frat leader, and they're going to decide who is hotter, right? To avenge Clavicular after a brutal
we have to hit a
frame
point
mog
where
incident.
like this shit, like streamers of now, I've noticed like a lot of IRL streamers, they're hitting the point where they've done so much shit that they're like, they're running out of ideas. They're just like, I don't know what to do. We've done all the IRL stuff. Annoy people at a restaurant. We've done that. You know, go sledding. Yeah, okay. What about, what if we go like annoy people at the mall? What if we go jump off a roof? Like they're starting to hit the point where they've done everything, right? And now it's just like, what else do? You start fighting with each other. It's I hope there's just like a big crash out in IRL streaming because I hate it.
That took place last week. So last week,
and not like normal IRL streaming. Like obviously there's normal IRL streamers that are just like, hey, we're being normal and we're gonna go do some fun normal things, right? It's the people that are like the annoying, narcissistic, insane ones that just are invasive or like constantly going around places with cameras and just being like, blah, 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 like that type of shit, right?
some ASU frat leader was more attractive than Clavicular, whoever the shit that is, and that's an issue for the internet, to the point where it got 20,000 likes. Twitter sucks, dude.
Twitter
full
does
of a bunch
suck.
of fucking losers. Jesus Christ.
I mean, there's a lot of
What
internet
happened
places
to
that are losers.
influencer Clavicular at Arizona State University fashion show that led to
Thank God we had the, this is the Times of India reporting on this one.
frame mogging trend? Thank God for Times of India. The phrase clavicular
Dude, holy shit. The amount of times me and Jesse say the same thing is actually insane.
frame mogging suddenly took over social media this week.
The
People
fact
saw
that
it
we
pop-
both said, that we said like the thank God for the Times, like not even just being like, oh, it's Times India reporting on that. We both said the same thing. Oh
paused
my
and
God.
read it again. It sounded confusing. Some even thought it was a medical term, but it's not. It's an internet joke that grew very fast after a viral video from Arizona State University. The trend began when an influencer known as Clavicular appeared.
Also, I've heard Arizona State University is like a big party school. Obviously, I don't party. I didn't party in school. I went to community college. I sat inside and played WoW. I made dumb WoW videos, and I knew people that went to college and knew people like, and I heard people be like, "Oh, they're going to Arizona State. That place is crazy." That's what I heard. So I don't know.
At a fashion show at Arizona State University, often called ASU. In the video, Clavicular is seen standing beside a much larger fraternity member. Viewers quickly began using the phrase, "Clavicular was brutally frame-mogged," to describe what they saw. And so this is the video.
Appreciate you.
Crimson Tide?
I don't use
Dude, fuck,
Snap.
you got me by a lot. I stopped gymming. Yeah, dude, fuck. Yeah.
The guy that like
I have so many questions. I don't know Clavicular, but I guess he's supposed to be a Chad, which I think, again, is the area between the balls and the butt. That's the taint, by the way. I don't know what they're talking about. So all that happened
It's
really...
also the pelvic floor, where numerous pelvic floor muscles meet up, which I could talk about on various levels. As somebody who's had pelvic floor strains and irritation, it's I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not fun. Sitting in a chair hurts when you got that shit, but it's better now.
Is
Thank
a
God.
buff dude stood next to a guy who I guess everyone thought was attractive, and then people were like, no, the buff dude's more attractive? Does anyone else think it's extremely wild that this whole thing is basically dudes who are obsessed with getting a woman to the point where they will change everything about themselves, or like go full on weird incel and be like, the government should give me a lady, are just like, man, these guys are so hot. These dudes are so buff and hot. That's a hot dude right there, bro. It has the vibe of like, I definitely let him sleep with my girlfriend, bro. Like that. It's so weird. Twitch has its own.
I mean, I've always heard and seen that there's like the super gym bros where like they don't actually care about being like, I'm so buff and awesome that like all the women will love me. It's more like I'm so buff and awesome that the other gym bros will be like, damn, that guy's buffer than me. It hits like it. Honestly, it becomes like a rich person thing. Like how all the billionaires, they don't care about like how much money they have. They care about having more money than the other billionaires that they know, right? Like that's what it becomes, just like a big contest. Like, oh, you only got 30 billion, I got 50 billion, and they're like, no. It becomes that. It's a big circle jerk of just like people trying to be better than other people, which occurs in numerous aspects of life. But these are just like such douchey aspects of it, right? And so it's really just that. It all just becomes a dick measuring contest, right? They're not actually trying to just be like, I'm gonna get so many women, and even if they are, they're probably doing it to go to the other dudes and be like, yeah, dude, I'm so cool, right? Like that's that's what it boils down to, for the most part, right? That's what I think, at least. I don't know.
Absolute worst people, but I think all of Kick is the worst.
Well, yeah,
because
most of Kick is they got banned on Twitch, or they can't stream what they want to do on Twitch, so they go to Kick. That and like gambling, because it's like a literally a gambling funded platform.
Is it all kind of like frothing together over on Kick?
Yeah! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! This isn't happening! Oh my god! I almost got it all out. I'm not getting that back. I'm not gonna get that back, guys.
Wow, that was gambling explained in the span of 5 seconds.
So basically,
I mean, that was
breaking
just
it
like
down-
a early 2000s YouTube clip of somebody breaking their keyboard, except they probably did lose a bunch of money gambling.
We got this Terra Chad, this like super attractive alpha male, androgenic. He went to the US and broke his face to make it more beautiful in order to hunt down the buff frat guy who, by standing next to Clavicular, was more attractive than him, according to these people, and that's what he's doing. I learned that now. I know that.
It also feels like this becomes the equivalent of like people getting plastic surgery. You know, where like they keep getting it and they're like, am I beautiful now? It's just like they just like start looking like a weird plastic amalgamation. Right? It almost feels like that, where they're just like going through all these things like, I will be the Terra Chad, and they try to get like super buffed and they're like breaking their bones and doing crazy. There's like, it's just like, dude, Just be normal, man. Like, I don't know.
What's crazy is if you keep going through all this clip stuff, it's just all, yeah, all this guy and, what? Clavicular is featured in the New York Times after walking the runway.
I mean, Jesse's also making it out like this got clipped person is like just sitting there being like, wow, he is it. This is probably AI, like straight up. This is probably a bot. It probably just pulls a bunch of stream clips and articles and just AI posts some shit. If I had to take a wild guess, either that or they're like half AI. It's like half human, half AI. Like they've probably got numerous types of these things set up. So like that's probably all this is.
At New York Fashion Week.
To make money,
Handsome
of
at
course.
any cost. Braden Peters, known as Clavicular, I guess I can't complain, my name is Jesse, but still, Braden, has emerged as a beacon for a group of narcissistic, static... I was not prepared for this. I thought it was going to be like an explanation. This is a roast. Okay. Braden Peters, known as Clavicular, has emerged as a beacon for a group of narcissistic, status-obsessed young men. He wants to take his fixation with looks maxing mainstream. And the fact that all the responses, everything is a check mark, a blue check mark of all these performative.
Dude, every time you see a blue check mark, it's either an insane person or a bot. At this point, dude, I remember back in the day, I was so excited to get Twitter verified like 10 years ago. I was like, this is so cool. I'm Twitter verified, just like all these other people, right? It was like you earn this like insane badge where you're like, dude, I'm verified now. This is awesome. And like now it's like it's done a complete 180 where if somebody's Twitter verified, you're just like, oh boy. Ugh.
Like wannabe Chads, and then he's the Antichrist.
Yep.
We lost a generation. I don't know what the hell happened, but I know this is like Gen Z, Gen Alpha stuff, but this is a small segment. I'm not going to put all this on Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Yeah, they're a part of it, but just like how, you know, millennials and Gen X and, you know, all the different, everyone has their weird subgroups. This is a weird subgroup of weirdos who are weird. And it's absolutely stupid. But at least I know it. At least I know what it means now. But holy shit, that's... Not only am I too old for it, I feel like they're too old for it.
Yeah, they probably are.
Grow up. What the shit? Look, if you want to be the hottest person ever, awesome. That's cool. Great. But this weird fetishization, this weird, like, role modelization, role model maxing of people, again, they don't do anything. I guess they work out a lot. That's something. But it really is that kind of like incel dream of if only I could look this way or had this money or whatever, then women would notice me. God damn, that's sad. Damn. Too old for it.
I mean, yeah, it just boils down to it's an attention thing. It's an approval thing. It probably does stem within narcissism as well, right? Like you just it all just kind of clumps together. But you know, it's every generation, everybody has like, you know, their own group of crazy people or weird people or people trying to, you know, get attention or do things in different ways or whatever. Like, listen, people, again, we've had the comments about like different generations, like Gen Z does this, millennials do this, the boomers do this. But like at the end of the day, most people are just people. Like they're just normal people. It's always the small vocal minority or just the small minority in general that just stand out by doing the shit that they do. That they don't even have to be vocal about it. They could, you know, be look maxed, all jacked up, walking around like doing. People be like, like you can see the people walking past them just being like, the hell, right? Like it's just most people are just normal, right? Like, and that's just that's the beauty of life is you have numerous types of people out there, many different types of people, many different types of characters, and you know, then sometimes you get these, and as long as, you know, they're not hurting anybody else, which many of them do, depending. That's kind of the big thing. It's just like, just let everybody, you know, move along in their life and just I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But I actually thought we were gonna get more streamer slang. I was a little disappointed. I thought we were gonna get more streamer slang, like different words and stuff. We only got like 5 words in there. We need like a full-on breakdown of streamer slang. That would be fantastic. So either way, I mean, yeah, I'm also too old for this, obviously, but I feel like even people their age are also too old for it, like Jesse was saying. So thanks for watching. Go watch another one. I'll put it on the screen. Okay? Okay. See ya.